What's up, my special bean brothers and sisters? We're back at it again with another figure review. This time we're going to be reviewing Spider-Man 2099 from Mezco's toy line. I'm finally glad that I got him. He was one of the actual figures that I was anticipating and waiting on to get. I know a lot of you might have issues on him, but we'll see if that's the case with my figure. I don't know. But enough talk, let's just get into it.
Two's a crowd, freeze a party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down, enjoy the ride.
Okay guys, first things first, let's just take a quick look at how the design is on Spider-Man 2099. So first off, the reds look really nice. It's like a high gloss red, especially right there on his arms, so they look really nice. Those spikes, if you will. I would say be careful because just like our Mezco Batman Beyond, they tend to be I want to say fragile if you're kind of moving them too much. So don't try to move the forearm by the fins that are right there on his forearms. Just move them like you would like normally any other Mezco figure. But down to the chest part is what really kind of I wouldn't say it concerns me, but it's something to kind of note that I really don't like it when they kind of put these kind of designs like when they make it out of this material. It's kind of like this like vinyl shiny material that they use for the chest piece area. So if you kind of maybe pose him like crunching his abs or kind of like putting him in like a sprawled like backflip motion, I'm scared that over time, I mean, and this is with Mezco, so you know it's not really saying much, but like over time I'm scared that it'll maybe like tear or start to break right there in the middle. But that's for you know, something to concern yourself about, like more or less like in the future. The back right there, I thought the cape was actually going to be a little bit longer. Mine was a little bit folded up, so no gripe there. But as soon as I started to unravel it, it was like I thought it was gonna come out like even more lower, maybe somewhere below his waistline, but nope. It only goes up above his elbow. I could have sworn it was a little bit longer, but no, that's not the case. And as far as the head sculpt, like it looks nice. I like the texture in the whole suit, how it has those little, I want to say, texturized rubber like diamonds that they have. Like I wouldn't even know if it would really be diamonds, but it's just it's very textured all throughout the suit, and especially on the neck and the head mask. So that looks really nice. And it looks like the same material that they used on the fins is used on his eyepieces as well. So that looks really cool. But enough talking about him. Let's get him off of the stand and see what articulation my boy has to work with. Okay, so first things first, starting off from head to toe like we always do. He can look back about that much before you start to feel a little bit of resistance. He can look back or look down actually about this much, so that's pretty cool. We do have the side to sides. He can look 360 if he needs to. Now down to the shoulders, he can lift them up as far as pretty much he needs to. I don't think, you know, lifting up more farther than that is really humanly possible, but he has that. Let's see. He can lift his arms about this much before the suit starts to kind of hinder him and give him a little resistance. Does he have bends at the elbows? Yeah, he has really good bends at the elbows, so that's really nice. Let's see, bicep swivel right here. So if he needs to do the cross arm, he's got it, no problem there. And then just a wrist peg right here. So nothing too crazy about that. Same thing on the other side. Now, as far as this abdomen, he has two parts, but mine is it's a little bit stiff. So I don't know if you guys may have to kind of play with yours to kind of like finagle it on the lower half. But this top half, this first section right here, you can get him to look down like about that much right there. But this is the thing that I was talking about. You see how the cut is right here on his abdomen, the top part of his abdomen. It might, like, the design might start to get cut or frayed, so that's something to kind of look for. And then this lower part is the thing that I was talking about. So like you will have to kind of tuck in this lower part into his waist, so that way you can get a little bit more range in motion. I don't want to bend mine too far because, you know, breakage and stuff. So he can bend about this much, which is good. Once you have his legs posed, it's good, you know. Not the It's better than most Mezcos, aka Batman versus Superman Mezco. So that's way better. And they tend to do a little bit more articulation as far as the waist for the Spider-Mans. So that's that. Okay, now see, as far as how back he can bend, so we already put him forward, but since like this piece in the back has popped out of his, I don't know if it's with everybody's, but I know with mine, his waist kind of popped out from the back. So what, like, I can't even get him to go back right now. But what I have to do, you see how it kind of sticks out from right here, and I don't know if it's picking up really good on camera, but I can feel it. So what I would have to do is like grab my thumb and just tuck it in like so. And I'm trying to not break this on camera. Hold on. Yeah. So then, yeah, he's able to tuck it in the back, and then, yeah, that's good. So just a little something to kind of like take note about. Like once you put him all the way forward, he won't be able to go back all the way like he originally could, and you just gotta put. For me, how it works is I just put my thumb in and then I kind of squeeze it so that way it can tuck into the backside of his waist. So continuing with the articulation, let's move to the legs. Legs go up about that much. We do have a thigh swivel right here, so that's nice. Next is the bends at the knees. Let's see. Yep, he's got them. No problem there. And then we have back, side to side. Well, not really side to side. Some articulation on the side to side, but at least we have the back and forth, and then his, can go 360 if he needs to. So nothing really too crazy right there. Mezco still is not providing pivots on the bottom of the feet, so no real gripe there. That's what they're kind of known for. One of the things is I've been seeing on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, YouTube, is that the legs. Oh, actually, before I get to the legs, his cape is articulated. It's wired in the back, so it's wired at two parts. It's from end to end, so you can get him in any type of dynamic pose that you need him to. He's got it. Short cape. I mean, I thought it was going to be longer up until the waist, but hey, that's what I get for assuming. Oh, okay. So what I've been seeing on social media is that a lot of you have been getting your Spider-Man 2099 Mezcos with this kind of like weird bend at the leg right here on the left side. It'll be his left side. And I don't really have it on mine. And if it is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not seeing it. Let me see. Oh, actually, yeah. Looks like I am a victim too of this leg. You see how it kind of goes like this? And this one it goes straight. So yeah, looks like I am a victim of the QC issues, which is not a big deal for me. I know these figures are costing us or quite a bit of change, but I'm not really gonna reach out. I mean, I'm just gonna have him posed But something to kind of worry about. I mean, I hope you guys don't have the same issue, but to me, I'm really gonna be. I'm not gonna have him in a static pose, so that doesn't really bother me. I'm gonna have him kind of like posed like in a dynamic setting, so that's not really gonna be a problem for me. Uh, let's get him in a fire pose, and let's hit up those accessories. Okay, first things first, let's start off with the headpieces. So the first one that we're gonna start with is this kind of like half hold on, let me get the plug. Okay, there we go. This kind of like halfway like over his nose headpiece. So this looks really good. Let's see. Yep. You see the texture that he has right there in the mask? That's what I was talking about. So that looks really, 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 really good. The next piece that we have is this kind of like is his regular face, So I'm not real well versed in the in this Spider-Man universe or the Spider-Verse that he is in. So I forget the guy's name as well, but anyways, this is him. This is his face sculpt. So we have that. The next thing that we're going to review is let's do the hands. So you have a pair of these kind of like grabbing hands right here. That's nice. You have another pair of the grabbing hands right here. So that's really nice. This is kind of like more open, as you can see right there. And then we have these kind of like sticking on the wall hands, which is nice right here. Use those to stick on the wall whenever you need to. That looks nice. And then a pair of these web holding hands. So you get a pair of those. And then for the last pieces of pair of hands that he comes with is these kind of like web shooter hands. So they kind of come from the top. And I'll show how he uses that once we get into the whole the web shooting. The next piece that we have is this kind of like a web mask. Not really a web mask, kind of like when you're subduing an enemy. You could put that over their face. We already know how that looks like. We got it with a couple of other figures from Mezco. Let's see. And then we have this kind of like little tiny I would say like communicator that you put on his wrist. So that looks really nice. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, that looks nice. It's nicely detailed. And then you have this other communicator, which comes with this lady that's like kind of like swooshing into the wind. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about this universe, but really cool. It's nice. So you get two wrist communicators, with one that's static and one that's has an effect with it. So the next let's get into the webs. So nothing too crazy. As you can see, we have a web line right here that goes all the way. Let me see. There you go. So come on. With a kind of open face right there. And then the next one is this kind of like let's see. Let me back up just a little bit. There we go. This is that right here. And these plug in into the top of his arms or hands, not the bottom. And we get this other piece right here. So that's nice. This is actually kind of a shorter piece. So that's nice. And then the next one is this kind of like ball. Like the end of the tip is like kind of like a ball. Maybe like a blunt. Yeah. Like a blunt area. Blunt shape. So that's that. And then the last piece of webbing that we get is oddly this I mean, I guess you would use this for his for when he's just like as a background, or maybe he's webbing something up like in something like to a dynamic effect. I don't know what I would use this. I guess maybe to have him as like the stand for when he's standing on top of it. Maybe doing something like kind of like in a fetal position. I don't know, but yeah, this is it. This is the last piece of webbing accessory that we get with him. So let me put some of these accessories on him. Here he is with just some of the accessories that I have on him. I got the web shooting effect, as well as the communicator right there on his right wrist, and the half open mask with him actually yelling. So that way, I mean, you can't really see Spider-Man yelling or yawning underneath the mask. So I'm glad that they kind of put that. And then I had his the back of his cape kind of like posed in somewhat like kind of like a wind swinging like effect. So overall, there's nothing I really have bad to say about this, guys. I mean, there was the only nitpick that I had to really say was about the abdomen, not even the leg, because like I said, if you're just gonna have him standing up, like just like standing straight up, that's not really a problem for me. I mean, I get it. You guys would kind of want to nitpick on the leg, but to me, I'm not going to have him posing straight up. Otherwise, I would have gotten a statue or, something along the lines of that. Uh, my only real gripe that I had was the whole bottom abdomen part when when I was able to, bend him forward. But when it came to bending him back, the back part of his abdomen kind of like stuck up out of his waist. So I mean, that kind of took some finagling, but nothing came in the box broken, nothing was torn. I mean, there was no quality control issues on my part, and I hope, like for you guys that are getting him and still have not received him, I hope that you guys don't receive any bad quality issues on yours as well. Um, you know what I'm actually going to do is I don't really usually do this. I'll do just a size comparison with some of the other not latest reveals, but more like later issued Spider-Mans that we've gotten. Let's do it. Okay, so I ended up getting or actually two more Spider-Mans into the shot. So right here we have Tom Holland's first Spider-Man from the first film that he filmed. I can't remember if it's No Way Home, Far From Home. It has the home in all the titles. And then the last one is his latest film that he has. You could see both the Mezcos stack up good against each other, but they just feel a little bit better in hand. The SH Figure Arts Spider-Man, they never really do it for me. They just feel so kind of flimsy. Not flimsy, but they just feel so skinny, and I feel like I'm about to break something every time I take off his wrist pegs. So yeah, I just want to do a quick, little size comparison. I never really do this. I know a lot of the other fellow YouTube figure collectors, they end up doing the size comparison, but I just want to do this real quick only because I kind of had them out and not in any kind of complicated figure position that I had them in. But yeah. Alright guys, that's going to wrap this video up on Spider-Man Mezco's 2099. Hope you guys really loved the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Major Piccolo shout out to all my special Beam brothers and sisters supporting since day one. And like I've said, the channel is lazy, but the movement ain't. Open for plans tonight.